Welcome to Fearsome Top 5. Hold on to your seat because the 8 scary videos that you're about to watch will definitely put your courage to the test. Number 1. Over on a YouTube channel run by a woman named Carrie, only one video was ever posted. With a security camera set up in her home, Carrie never really expected for it to catch much of anything. But to her surprise, one day she received a notification that something was detected. Feeling curious, she took a look at the footage and was shocked at what she saw.
Didn't even pick up that motion.
While someone was fast asleep in bed, a dark figure can be seen in the room. Off to the right, a terrifying shadowy being can be seen standing in place before quickly moving across the room. The way this figure moved from right to left looked very unnatural, and whoever or whatever this being was, it did not appear to be human. Number 2. A French woman on TikTok that goes by TKiwi54 has been dealing with something dark in her apartment for quite some time. Dishes moving in the sink and doors opening and closing on their own have become an almost daily occurrence. Since this activity began, she set up a camera in her home to catch proof of what she's been experiencing, and she started posting videos from this camera to TikTok in hopes of getting some answers. While completely alone in her apartment, she began hearing knocking coming from somewhere inside. She went on to knock on the wall just to see what would happen, and eerily enough, she got a knock back in return. But chillingly, these knocks seemed to be coming from inside of the walls. On another day, her camera managed to catch something that she can't explain. As she was in the kitchen, the door to the right mysteriously opened on its own. Then a few moments later, her bedroom door aggressively slammed shut, and this clearly startled her as she didn't know how to react. As time went on, these eerie occurrences only seemed to get even more strange.
L'endroit où on va découvrir Jean décédé, c'est le 11e étage de la tour de contrôle. Il ne suffit plus que vous franchissiez un escalier et vous êtes aux commandes du trafic aérien.
Ça va pas recommencer, hein. Ok, ça va. c'est pas possible. Comment c'est possible par contre? Ouais, non, mais là c'est bon. C'est bon.
After hearing someone knocking on her front door, she cautiously got up to take a look. This persistent knocking continued until she eventually flung the door open to find absolutely no one on the other side. Well, in a terrifying turn of events, it looks like the presence in her home is now becoming violent. Soon after she got up from her seat, it looks like something yanked her hair, causing her to fall to the floor. If you look closely, her ponytail moved in a way that should not happen on its own. And as she fell to the floor, she was very confused as to what just happened. She then quickly grabbed her cat and retreated to her bedroom to get away from whatever was in the living room. I can't imagine renting an apartment only to find that it comes with an annoying kinky roommate that likes to pull my hair. Number 3. Over 400 years ago, Ye Old King's Head was built in Chester, England, and it's been rumored that 13 spirits haunt the old inn. These lingering spirits are said to be very active and often interact with visitors staying in one of the many bedrooms inside. Today the old inn is still open and operating and is actually the setting for its own paranormal show called My Haunted Hotel. Visitors can come stay the night and hunt for ghosts while the entire thing is recorded on the many cameras inside. Well, just recently, with a new group of guests staying the night, the activity within the hotel began to spike.
Hours pass by, and our only choice is to involve ourselves in the investigation. Brett takes one group of guests downstairs, and I take the rest into room 6, and this immediately has an effect. Be clear with me.
Like knocking on the door.
Noises in the corridor outside of room 6, and our camera captures the audio perfectly. It almost sounds as if someone is running through the corridor, and we can confirm that we are the only people upstairs.
Be clear with me.
The sound of someone running down the hall can be heard, although no one can be seen. As the night went on, in another part of the hotel, another group of guests began to receive intelligent responses.
Can you make that box come off? Right up at the beginning of the door. All you have to do is walk near it. Walk near it and it will go off. Touch it. Is that you leaning on that wall?
Why would it not?
No, definitely they're knocking as well.
With a knock then?
Yeah, definitely they're knocking noise.
Try leaning against the bed the way you were just then. Could have been the door, like the room next door. If that was you, could you knock again? But louder.
No, you joking me.
Where'd that come from? I can't sense it
You said knock louder.
I feel like it came from down there.
No, it came from
To
right
me?
behind us.
Yeah.
In the
Right, so we've had it twice. If that was you, can you knock again? The way that you did just then. If that was you.
No, you're joking. You're joking me, joking me.
That came from here. To me. Where did I tell that to you?
Are you messing? Are you messing?
No, where did I tell that to you?
It's coming from like behind. It's coming from like the head of the bed.
One more time.
In room 3, we are getting some significant knocking sounds coming from what we believe is possibly your bathroom.
After asking whatever was in the room to knock again, it did exactly that 2 more times. Later on into the night, another chilling piece of evidence was caught on camera.
Go down.
I don't know if she seems the same, but I don't know if it's a light or anything, but that was during about 6 o'clock.
Look at it from this angle, same angle.
But about here, I don't know, she seems a little bit more forward and she was looking a bit more this way, I swear.
Tom believes Willow has moved, and it is our job to check the camera. As Harry and Brett do this, we are in for a major shock.
It hasn't moved. Oh my God.
This is one of our most compelling captures to date, as the Willow doll, an item which is known to move by itself, is captured clearly on camera moving. As Harry and Brett scream out with excitement, we all realise the magnitude of what has just been seen.
Look, right, let me scroll back, hold on.
Oh my word.
Hey, now, ready? Watch.
A doll in a glass case was caught moving on its own. This doll has been said to move by itself before, so this creepy footage just adds to the credibility of it being haunted. With the camera in hand, 2 guests ventured inside room 8 in an attempt to make contact, but the events that followed are downright terrifying.
Oh. This is weird.
I'm gonna stand over here.
The Intravox device begins to deliver white noise and hertz frequencies into room 8, and within minutes, the room fills with a dark energy that targets Luke.
I really don't want to be in there any longer than I need to be. Smell garlic's coming back through.
Jeanette, are you here?
Why'd you do that? Raw.
What?
Someone's just touched me. My eyes are burning.
Is anyone in here with us?
Nah, I'm gonna have to get out. My eyes are burning. My eyes are burning.
The sensation of burning eyes means Luke must leave immediately. This is one of our strictest rules, and both Harry and I must intervene.
Hell, that hurts. Oh my God, yeah, my eyes just burn.
Wait, what do you mean burning?
I just burn.
Okay.
Yeah, my eyes just felt like I was burning after someone just touched me on the shoulder.
I was so confident going in.
Garlic.
It stinks of garlic in there.
Alright, you guys go back down, okay? Me and Harry are about to enter room 8. Said it stinks of garlic. Luke's eyes have just started burning. Oh my God, it reeks. It absolutely honks in here. Oh my God, it stinks. Why does it smell so bad? Oh my God. That's not normal. What? It feels horrible in here. What are you doing, Jeanette? What is your game? I've got waves of anxiety.
Yeah, see me.
You having an effect here, like you did at the old house? You having an What the hell did that say? What the hell did that say?
Whatever Jeanette has just said, it is inaudible, but Harry and I know we must leave. As we do, Brett runs up to room 8 to see if he too can smell garlic, and within seconds, the entire room shakes and Brett's behaviour completely changes. Brett runs down to the control room. He believes that Harry and I have tried to scare cam him and has lost all rationality, knowing full well we were in the control room.
No, because you've just...
Just what? What are you on about?
You're probably like other side of the door or some
What? What are you on about?
What's it? I went up, you said it stunk in there.
Yes, because it does.
Yeah, and you've done it, so I go in there to scare me. I just myself.
Brett, we've just been sat here the whole time. What's
I'm
he
gonna check that now.
Yeah, it stinks.
And that wasn't you.
On radio.
I swear
No,
to
I can
God,
see it isn't, but...
we've been sat here the whole time.
I know, sorry, I just... No, that was like too loud.
While Brett was in room 8, a massive bang shook the entire room, scaring him to his core. The energy in the room was seeming to build leading up to this moment. And after this thunderous boom, Brett immediately went to question his friends, assuming they were trying to scare him. These terrifying events throughout the night just go to show that the King's Head Inn lives up to its title of My Haunted Hotel. Number 4. Over the last few years, a man named JB has had the misfortune of dealing with a dark spirit that won't seem to leave his side. He began documenting his experiences over on his YouTube channel Dino Nugget 741, and over time he's compiled compelling evidence of the paranormal. Terrifying activity and bone-chilling sightings of shadow figures drove him to move out of his old house. And although his new home was meant to be a fresh start, this malevolent entity seemed to follow. The sound of a smoke detector going off woke JB from his sleep, and after running downstairs, he discovered every burner on the stove was red hot. He quickly rushed to turn them off, confused as to how they all turned on. But something you may have missed is the dark figure that was lurking nearby. As JB made it downstairs, a tall dark figure can be seen standing off to the right. This pitch-black being stood motionless as JB rushed by without noticing its presence. And as he later turned back towards the dining room, the figure was gone. This terrifying figure looks unnervingly familiar to what he used to see in his old home. So did this dark energy follow him to his new house? Or did a hobo just break in and try to get warm? Number 5. A tattoo artist named Nolan has a TikTok account where he showcases his recent work, which actually looks incredible and kinda makes me want to get a tattoo. Anyway, just last week after a long day of work, Nolan crashed on his couch and ended up falling asleep. Well, a little while later, he woke up to something terrifying. The sound of his door clicking open woke him up, and as he turned towards the kitchen, the door eerily stopped swinging. Well, just a few minutes later, this same door violently slammed shut, immediately waking Nolan up. This frightening activity caught on camera looks very aggressive, and according to Nolan, he's never been this scared in his life. I'm not so sure what brought this dark energy into his home, but it better stop slamming those doors like it owns the place. Number 6. The girl behind the very interestingly named TikTok account Your Mom's Undies claims to be totally unfazed by watching anything scary online or on TV. But this tolerance to everything creepy was really put to the test when her uncle sent her a chilling video. Captured on the security camera in his apartment in Wisconsin, he was petrified when he first reviewed the footage. Her uncle had been dealing with something strange in his apartment for a while, but he'd never seen anything like this. A dark figure eerily peered around the corner, revealing glowing eyes and what almost appears to be claws for hands. This unsettling figure quickly ducked back into the room, perhaps after noticing the camera. This eerie footage caused her uncle to flee his apartment and stay with family for a while. So was this an entity caught on camera, or possibly a home intruder? Both options sound equally as chilling. Number 7. TikTok user Hey Charmaine is an account run by filmmaker and writer Charmaine. And while her videos usually revolve around food, makeup, and stories, a series of videos on her account take a darker turn. Back in 2020, Charmaine had a nightmarish experience that she managed to record on her phone. While laying in bed one night, Charmaine could hear the sound of someone screaming outside of her window, and it was at that moment that she began recording.
I just woke up. I heard someone screaming outside my window. Oh my god. What? There's a guy out there and he's just staring out my window. What is he doing? What the hell? Is he staring at me? think there was something in my room. I don't know.
as she peered out the window, the chilling sight of a man standing and staring in her direction can be seen. This man stood unnervingly still as Charmaine struggled to keep her composure. But as she filmed out the window, the sound of something moving in her closet caused her to turn around, when suddenly something got thrown from the darkness. Thinking quick, she ran from the building, struggling to catch her breath. But as she looked back, a dark, shadowy figure can be seen in her window. This terrifying figure hauntingly walked from left to right, clearly making its presence known. 2 days later, after building up the courage to go back to her apartment, she came face to face with something bone-chilling. Clearly terrified, she filmed her surroundings when she noticed a pale white ghostly hand creeping out from under the couch. And as she noticed every cabinet and drawer was open in her kitchen, an eerie voice caught her attention. And as she whipped her head to the right, she caught a glimpse of a figure menacingly standing by her sliding doors. The sight of this figure was enough to send her frantically running from the building. And as the video cuts off, we're all left to wonder if this was a genuine encounter or just a well-made hoax. The scary figure in the snazzy gray sweater and jeans makes me skeptical, but I'll let you decide. Number 8. Paranormal investigators Jeff, Phil, and Mark from the Ghost Tech Paranormal YouTube channel have finally returned after a month-long hiatus. And this time, the guys decided to investigate the Kelvin Hatch nuclear bunker. Built in 1954 in case of a nuclear attack, the bunker's walls are 10 feet thick with reinforced concrete. Over many years, reports of strange occurrences have been documented to happen inside, including shadow figures, disembodied voices, and even full-body apparitions telling people to get out. During the Ghost Tech team's previous investigation at this location, they experienced some of this activity for themselves.
I don't think unless you were down here, you'd realise how dark it is. You literally cannot see anything. What's this room? Shh! Can you hear that voice?
Someone's moving. There was a loud bang. Stop. Who spoke? I heard a voice.
And two other gentlemen with me, Jeff and Mark. That's walking. Christ. Walking from behind you. Come through the door. Yo, Jeff. You alright?
Well, as they began their investigation the second time around, it looks like this activity is still going strong.
Is there something you can do to let us know that you are here and listening to us? Do you stay in this room? Is one of these beds yours? something moved along the wall at the back very quickly, and there was like a rumbling sort of noise from down there. Something dark moves along the far wall in the bunk bed area, and I hear a noise which could possibly be a deep voice is captured on my digital recorder. Here is the enhanced audio. Is one of these beds yours?
And as they continued their EVP session, another voice came through.
See this device I'm holding in my hand? It will record your voice. Can you speak into the red light, please? In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put this digital recorder here on the bed, and we'll walk out of here. And if you could tell us your name, rank and number, that'll be fantastic. After a few minutes, I retrieved the digital recorder, which was placed on the bunk bed at the far end of the room, and we have received a voice saying, "So quiet." Here is the audio with enhancements.
A low, ghostly voice came through saying, "So quiet," and these chilling voices didn't stop there.
Now, I'm not sure if you were here when this place was being constructed, but there was a gentleman that was called Ronald Horn, a civil engineer. He was the project manager here. Do you remember Ronald Horn? I've spoken to Ronald.
Died not so long ago.
What was that? Did you hear that voice, Phil?
I heard that loud and clear.
We all hear a disembodied voice which seems to come from behind me, and only on review do we then know what the voice is telling us. Died not so long ago. Here is the enhanced audio.
I've spoken to Ronald.
Died not so long ago.
What was that? Did you hear that voice, Phil? I've spoken to Ronald.
Died not so long ago.
An incredibly clear EVP came through saying, "Died not so long ago." And not only was this EVP caught on their digital recorder, but the guys also heard it with their own ears. After wrapping up the EVP session, things took a chilling turn.
We finished the session in the dormitories, and as we tried to leave, the
The door will not open, as if it's been held from the other side. I try to open the door, pulling as hard as I can, but the door will not open.
Who's holding that door?
Can we come out, please? We want to come out now. Thank you. Well, there's nothing wrong with that door now.
After aggressively pulling it, the door wouldn't budge as if someone was holding it. But after stating we'd like to come out, the door suddenly opened with ease. And once they were able to escape, they decided to bring out the SLS camera and very quickly caught something bizarre.
Oh,
You got one? Oh my god.
there's some working.
Look on the computer. That is crazy.
My name's Jeff. What's your name? Pleased to meet you, Charles. You shake my hand? Oh, my right arm is really tingling.
You're touching him now.
I'm getting static. It's going all the way through my arm.
Despite not being able to see anything with their own eyes, a figure was mapped standing off to the side. This figure appeared to be working on the nearby computer, completely unbothered by the guys trying to communicate. Well, as the investigation was winding down, something was caught on one of their static cameras.
We leave the government department's area, and with dawn not far away, we bed down for a few hours. Mark will be sleeping in the sick bay where the shadow figure has been seen. Phil and I will be sleeping in the male dormitories. Phil arranges his bed. There is no one else on this level at this time, and as he climbs into his bunk bed, a figure which moves at great speed passes the window at the far end. You can see the dark hair and a white shirt as it passes by.
A figure with dark hair and a white shirt quickly moved past the window. And with Phil being the only person on this entire floor, this figure is unexplainable. With the events that took place during this investigation, it seems certain that spirits are definitely lingering inside the Kelvin Hatch bunker. Make sure to follow me on Instagram to hear more from your boy. As always, if you enjoy these creepy videos, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this.